What is up, YouTube? JJC Games here, and welcome back to Exploring Omori Mysteries. So today's mystery has to do with Sunny's violin. So we all know Sunny's violin sadly got broken, right? But after it was broken, it was put inside the toy box, and it was put in Sunny's closet room that he forgot about for a very long time. And then the photo with the key in it was put in the treehouse. So this whole thing happened, right? But the entire thing is kind of a mystery in itself. Like, how did this whole thing happen? How did the violin end up there? And how did the photo end up over there? And it's all crazy. It's all confusing. So that is what we're here to explore today. A big hint that'll help us with this whole theory is the fact that the photo with the key to the toy box says, "Don't forget." It's in the toy box. Like, it says, "Don't forget." So I'm assuming that whoever put the violin in the toy box and the key and everything has to know, like the truth, or has to know, or at least somewhat of the truth. So that pretty much narrows it down to a very small group of people. So my first theory is that Basil was the one who did both of the things, right? So first of all, the key itself is on one of Basil's photos, so that it makes it very likely that it was him, because he's the one who takes all the photos and puts them in his album and everything. So yeah, plus he's the only one who has access to the whole album, so he probably specifically picked out the photo and put it in the treehouse. And yeah, anyway, alright, basically the whole truth thing happens, right? And Sunny and Basil are traumatized and feel really guilty about everything that just happened, especially Basil, because he's the one who faked it as a suicide. Or he didn't fake it, he got help from Sunny, but he's the one who made the whole idea of faking it as a suicide. So I'm thinking maybe he felt very guilty for everything that happened. It's like the second half of it. So he takes the violin and he puts it in a toy box, so Sunny could remember all the memories with this violin. I mean, I don't know, maybe good memories, maybe bad memories, I don't know, but he probably wants them to remember something with it, which is why he put "Don't forget" on the thing, so he could remember it. And maybe he did it so like one day Sunny could face the trauma of the truth and everything, although I don't really know, because considering the heat of the moment and they're very young, and I don't know if Basil had the capacity to understand that, hey, I'm gonna put it here so maybe one day Sunny could face his trauma. And I don't know if he knew that much at his age, but you never know. But anyway, or maybe he did it for the opposite reason, like he put the violin in the toy box so they don't have to face it again, they could hide it, which is then also why he put the key over there so no one sees it. Or the final reason, he just put it away because he didn't want evidence of everything that happened, because he didn't want Sunny to get in trouble, especially by police if they came to investigate. So the best thing to do would be to lock away the evidence and get the key and throw it where no one would find it. Although the lock probably wasn't that strong and the key wasn't that hidden. I mean, I don't know if the police would go looking in the treehouse, but the point is, it probably wouldn't be that hard to figure it out. But anyway, and to add to all of this, the whole back of the photo thing, the remember to "Don't forget" or whatever it says, and the key also pops up when you finish the whole Lost Library segment, and then you see the whole Basil thing, and then the whole image pops up, which could imply that Basil was indeed the one who did this whole thing. So basically, the first theory basically is that Basil put it so Sunny could remember, put it away so Sunny could remember the truth, or maybe face it someday, and so Sunny doesn't get in trouble. Or maybe the opposite, but I doubt it. And that's basically the first theory wrapped up, I think. Yeah. My second theory is that Sunny himself put the violin away in the toy box and in the closet, because we see throughout the game that Sunny does not like to remember things that he doesn't want to, so he tends to repress them, right? Until he kind of wants to bring them back. I guess, I don't know, because he forgot the truth, but then he remembered it again, so I don't know how that whole thing works, but he likes to repress things he does not like to remember. Why is that so hard to say? So maybe knowing that he would repress the truth, or maybe before deciding to repress it, Sunny decided to put the violin in the toy box and away in the closet, so maybe one day he could remember and face the truth whenever he was actually ready to. Or he put it away so he could actually repress it. So he could, like, so he could be away from it and doesn't have to remember it. It's not all up in his face. And that whole photo thing could have been just so, like, he doesn't forget all the happy memories he made before the truth. Or simply he just wanted to keep the violin so he could remember, all the memories playing with it. Or simply just to, like, honor Marie and her death. Although I would kind of find it kind of hard to believe that Sunny wants to remember anything about the truth, especially in, like, the heat of the moment of when that whole thing happened. He'd probably just be like, I don't want to see any of this anymore. And I doubt he would write the whole photo, like, don't forget. I don't think he just wouldn't want to remember anything in that whole moment. So it's unlikely, but you never know. Maybe Basil was the one who did the photo and Sunny put the violin away, but I don't know. And my final theory is that one of Sunny's parents probably put it away because, well, I've said it in a previous video, a long time ago, that maybe the parents might know the truth. So assuming that they do know the truth, they see the whole violin and everything, and they kind of piece together what happens, at least a little bit of what might have happened, and they decide to, put it away because they can't really just confront Sunny about it because he's already going through way too much. So it'd be a pretty bad idea to just confront him about it. He would probably just freak out and be like, why are you bringing this to me? But they can't confront him about it, so they probably put it in a toy box and put it away, maybe for later or something, maybe to confront him later. Or they put it away so maybe they could be like, maybe Sunny will one day be able to confront his trauma himself in the future. Or maybe they kind of just put it away, but then they forgot it and it's kind of just been chilling there for a while. Although I kind of doubt that Sunny's dad would do that because he did end up just kind of dipping right after the whole thing happened. So it's most likely that if this did happen, his mother would probably be the one doing all of this. Although, once again, I doubt that either parent would kind of, do the whole photo thing with the key and put it away in the treehouse. So I don't know, unless Basil did it and they did the whole violin thing. But yeah, that's that. That's the third theory. In conclusion, the violin probably ended up in the toy box because of two different situations. The first being that Basil put it away so that one day Sunny could remember or face the trauma or to hide the evidence for it. He put it away for a lot of different reasons, right? And then he wrote the whole photo and put it in the treehouse. Either that or Sunny or one of his parents put it away, most likely his mother when it comes to the parents, because maybe they just want to confront him about it later, or they wanted Sunny to face it later when he's ready, or they just simply forgot about it. I don't know. Or Sunny just put it away because pretty much for the same reason. So yeah, those are the two situations that could have happened. And yeah, it was either Sunny, Basil, or the parents. But personally, I think it's Basil. I mean, like, that is the whole photo thing and the the key, and he's the one who knows the most about the truth, and the whole cutscene in the lost library, and then he pops up and then the thing pops up. I don't know. I feel like, considering everything, it's most likely that Basil just did the whole thing. So yeah, that is pretty much the whole video. And I do not know why, but it took me so long so many takes to just, do the whole video. But anyway, that's the whole video. Finally, it took me so long. I don't know why. There was something I wanted to say, but I forgot. Let me remember real quick. Next week, there is a very big video coming. Okay, it is a character analysis, I can say that much. It is a character analysis on my personal favorite character in the whole game. Although I like all the characters, but this is my personal favorite. If you know, then you know. I think I've made it pretty obvious throughout all of my videos who my favorite character is. But that is good. What I'm gonna do next week. I hope. Whoa, yeah, next week for you guys. And also one more thing. I'm sorry this outro so long. By the time you're watching this, let me check. My birthday will have passed. Sadly, but my birthday is indeed this week. So, yeah, do what you will with that information. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm still waiting for my Omori merch to come in, and I'll see you guys next week.